Chromebooks are used across a wide range of business environments, from financial services and contact centers to logistics, healthcare, and retail, and the experience your users get on them directly affects daily productivity. The ThousandEyes Mobile Endpoint Agent for ChromeOS brings the same endpoint experience visibility you already use for Android devices to your Chromebooks. Now you can see exactly how your users are performing across the network and the SaaS applications they depend on. In this video, we'll walk through that value directly in the platform. Let's start with how the agent collects data. Once a Chromebook is registered, the agent runs the scheduled tests assigned to it in the background. Like the rest of the mobile endpoint agent family, ChromeOS supports HTTP server tests for SaaS and web destinations, and network agent to server tests that use ICMP and TCP to measure end-to-end latency, packet loss, jitter, and the path to network targets, with up to 4 concurrent tests at a 5-minute minimum interval. To see those tests in action across your fleet, navigate to Endpoint Experience, then Views and select Scheduled Tests. Pick one of your tests, such as the HTTP server test, pointed at your VDI gateway, conferencing service, or an application you want to monitor, and filter the agent list to your ChromeOS agents. You'll see availability and response time trending across the Chromebook fleet, side by side with the same view your team already uses for Windows and macOS endpoints. From the same scheduled test on a ChromeOS agent, switch to the network layer. Path visualization is the default view, showing every hop between the Chromebook and the target service or application. You can easily see the home or office Wi-Fi, any corporate VPN or SASE intermediary, the ISP, and the final mile path to the application. This is what lets the conversation move from "the Chromebook is broken" to "your traffic is being dropped at the third hop into the ISP," which removes most of the back and forth between the user, the help desk, and the network team. Beyond individual scheduled tests, every ChromeOS agent rolls up into a single agent views page that brings together connectivity, application status, and device telemetry on one timeline. To open it for any Chromebook, navigate to Endpoint Experience, Agent Views, and search for the agent. In the Agent Experience section, summary cards give you a healthy or unhealthy snapshot of each internet connectivity segment. This includes the system, connection, gateway, VPN, and proxy, along with every monitored application, across the time range you pick. Selecting a card pivots the timeline to the most representative metric for that segment and immediately highlights the worst experience round. For deeper analysis, toggle on the Advanced Heat Map in the upper right corner of the summary cards. It stacks every internet access segment and every test the Chromebook runs into a color-graded grid, with an experience score timeline above it that shades from white, good, to red, poor. So you can select the worst windows and jump straight to metrics and logs or segment visualization for that round. The AI assistant correlates wireless, mobile, gateway, application, and endpoint telemetry to pinpoint whether performance issues stem from Wi-Fi, cellular signal, network path, or service degradation. It accelerates troubleshooting by translating complex telemetry into clear summaries, affected user context, and recommended remediation steps. Across a large Chromebook fleet, you want a single place to spot trends without drilling into every test. ThousandEyes includes dashboard templates for that. On the Dashboards page, click New, Dashboard, choose Endpoint Experience as the data source, and select the Mobile Experience Monitoring Dashboard template. It's purpose-built for the mobile endpoint agent and applies cleanly to ChromeOS, pulling together application and network health for the agents or tags you select. For help desk-style triage, the end-user help desk dashboard template is also a strong fit, since the metrics it surfaces for ChromeOS agents, experience score, scheduled test results, gateway, and Wi-Fi, are exactly what the help desk reaches for first. You can drill straight back into endpoint experience views to investigate from any widget, so the dashboard becomes the starting point for both proactive monitoring and incident response. The ThousandEyes MCP server exposes endpoint experience data through the Model Context Protocol, which means any MCP-compatible client can query it in plain language. ChromeOS endpoints show up like any other ThousandEyes resource once the MCP server is configured against your account. Keep in mind that the output you receive from a ThousandEyes MCP server will vary depending on the AI model you use to interact with it. The most common use is incident triage. An on-call engineer can paste a user complaint and ask something like, provide an overall network, device, and application health report and recommendations for this agent. The AI assistant, in this case Cursor, queries the relevant scheduled tests, pulls path visualization data, and returns a grounded answer with the agent IDs and the impacted hop. The same mechanism works for fleet-level questions, such as compare experience score for ChromeOS and Windows over the last 7 days at our New York office, and for reporting, such as summarize ChromeOS fleet health for this week's executive update. Because the assistant pulls live data from the platform on every request, the answers stay current and anyone on the team can get them, regardless of how deeply they know the ThousandEyes UI. In this video, we walked through how the ThousandEyes Mobile Endpoint Agent for ChromeOS delivers value in the platform. You saw scheduled tests and endpoint experience views and path visualization in the network layer to help localize problems. We used agent views to check device health on a single Chromebook, and Cisco AI Assistant to turn telemetry into plain language summaries with recommended fixes. We also looked at dashboard templates for fleet-wide monitoring and the MCP server that brings all of this within reach of any AI coding tool. To enable the agent on your own Chromebooks, see the deployment guide on the ThousandEyes doc site. Thanks for watching.